2NURFM News for our sponsor, Cartier Jewellery. Always unique, always quality. Toronto Town Square.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Georgia Moylan with 2NURFM Hunter News. Save Our Rail's hopes for an injunction against the truncation of Newcastle's heavy rail line are looking grim this afternoon, with the Supreme Court poised to approve the cut under the incoming owner, the Hunter Development Corporation. Questions have been raised over the state government's legal authority, with Justice Michael Adams to decide as to whether the government should have first secured an Act of Parliament. It comes as the Baird government legal experts claim the HDC won't be bound by the Act, as the corporation doesn't fall within the definition of rail infrastructure owner. Greens councillor Michael Osborne says support for the heavy rail hasn't gone unnoticed.
Yeah, the people of Newcastle really have had tremendous support from Green Senator Lee Rhiannon and the whole Senate of the Federal Parliament, actually, and we've also had terrific support from Upper House Greens MPs in New South Wales.
However, Liberal candidate Karen Howard says it's important for people to know there will be transport alternatives during construction periods.
Well, the rail truncation will be activated on Boxing Day, and there are transport arrangements that will be in place for people to travel around whilst the Hamilton bus link is finalised.
Newcastle Hunter Lifeline is bracing itself for a record number of calls for help this Christmas-New Year holiday. It's estimated the service will receive an average 300 more pleas for assistance per day. Lifeline is urging people to look after their body both physically and mentally and contact their support hotline on 13 11 44 if they find themselves in need of a helping hand. Emma Askew from Lifeline's Newcastle Hunter Telephone Crisis Support Centre says there is a number of ways people can volunteer.
We'll be doing a new telephone crisis support intake in February. People can register for that. We also have a lot of volunteers that help out in our retail shops, which financially support Lifeline. And we also do have some administration staff and people in our warehouse which help to supply stock for the shops as well. So there's a few different ways that people can, get involved and help out.
That number was 13 11 14. Plans to declare a Newcastle show public holiday next March have hit a hurdle, with revelations council staff have been locked out of making an official application. On the night council voted in favour of passing the holiday, Councillor Brad Luke lodged a motion of rescission, delaying the application process. Councillor Luke says a show day public holiday would cause a number of problems for Newcastle's economy.
Well, it's just something that's the last thing that Newcastle needs right now. We're actually heading into very hard economic times. We've had a doubling of the unemployment rate in the Hunter, and all of a sudden they're trying to put in place an extra public holiday as if that somehow is going to stimulate the economy.
Lake Macquarie City Council finished 2014 on a high, citing the first anniversary of a new green waste service and the region's successful hosting of the International Children's Games as some of its highlights. Since inception, Council's green waste program has been responsible for diverting 22,000 tonnes of residential green waste away from landfill. Lake Macquarie City Mayor and Charlestown MP Jody Harrison says the region looks to continue its success next year, with plans to begin construction of the new Lake Macquarie Transport Interchange.
Certainly hoping to see the construction of the Lake Macquarie Transport Interchange well and truly visible. The road work we're hoping will be underway within 2015, and I'm really hoping to see some great runs on the board from Dantia, our economic development company that sits outside of council and is run by an independent board.
Police are advising people of the Hunter to stay aware of home security risks that arise over the Christmas period. It is being urged that even if leaving their homes for only a few hours, people check and recheck all doors and windows are secured. Senior Constable Sue Thompson says neighbours and family friends are great assets when it comes to keeping your home safe.
We're advising whether you go away for a day or several weeks this summer that your home needs to be properly secured. We also recommend that you let a trusted neighbour or family friend know of your whereabouts and contact details. Ask them to watch your home, empty your mailbox, mow your lawn, and most importantly, call 000 if they notice anything suspicious.
The risks of alcohol consumption over Christmas are on the minds of emergency services across the Hunter. Tips for staying safe during the holidays include alternating alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, trying drinks with low alcohol content, and not drinking on an empty stomach. Area Director for Hunter New England Drug and Alcohol Clinical Services, Adrian Dunlop, says alcohol puts a strain on emergency services over the Christmas break.
Alcohol is a very strong part of Australia's culture and has been for a long time. That's shifting and that's changing, and we've got a greater understanding that as well as being enjoyable, alcohol can bring problems to people. It's a major reason that people end up in our emergency departments, unfortunately, and we really don't want that to be happening over the Christmas New Year season.
In finance, the All Ords is up 12.1 points at 53.69, and $1 Australian is buying 81.08 US cents. Now with sport, Belinda De La Ceres.
Newcastle Knights coach Rick Stone is promising to give the side a genuine shot at the 2015 NRL Premiership as he works on building a more focused and united outfit. The squad completed its first block of pre-season training last weekend with a team-building camp at Port Stephens. The Knights are set to play their first match of the season against the Warriors at Hunter Stadium on March 7. Former Jets marquee man Emile Heskey has returned to competition for the first time since his release from the outfit in April as part of EPL powerhouse Bolton's under-21 squad. It was a dream comeback for Heskey, helping his side to a 3-1 win over Reading on Monday. And Charlestown golfer Jake Higginbottom insists his focus remains firmly fixed on the US next year, despite securing a top 7 placing at the Dubai Open on Sunday. That's sport. I'm Belinda De La Ceres.
2NURFM news time is 2:05.